yards. He'll try to connect from. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Play action, Goff. That's his cut. That's Tim Patrick. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Again, Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
14.
First down throw from Goff. Has it at the 7. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give them about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal.
180. Value one.
Check it out. Kill. Go.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumping has cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here.
180.
Running it after the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Whoa! Like 20!
Shotgun snap here to go. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Second half begins here with a run by White. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now off the play fake. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and short, Mayfield. Going for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. It's White on the give. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They take the hands off. Now it's Mayfield. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Ryan Branch has it. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Second and goal. And the
Second and goal coming up from the 7. 20 left, it's Montgomery. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Goff. Near the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. This, our last play of the quarter. The give now to White. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. All right, so we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. And it's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They send a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB a tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. You turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Run.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Brought in left side by Godwin. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They kick the running back in motion. Once more, it's Mayfield. That's caught. He found some space. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Try the right side with White. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that forces them to 4th and goal. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Evans now to return. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Black 20.
On first down, they'll run with Marco.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Black 20.
Here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Black 20.
And off the play fake. Here's Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2 for 66. Ric Flair.
Goff on third. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They've got a man in motion. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. The heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Buccaneers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. From the gun, Mayfield. On target to Godwin. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Running on 2nd with White. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's White again. He does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
You've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Baker. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions can end before they're taken down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what?